So I want to walk you through a year that I experienced from negative $600 in my bank account to $26,000 in the same month. So December, negative 600, next December, $26,000, made $100,000 that year. And my life changed, but we decided to start this business. And I'm like, my mentor's like, hey, I'm going to start my own company. I'm like, dude, I'm with you. Let's go. And we go through this process. I'm thinking that, we're lined up to make money. We got things in place. And he says, we have nothing in place. And I said, I thought you were just like marketing and advertising, like, making it a great story. We really don't have anything in place. He says, I told you we have nothing in place. I wasn't marketing or advertising anything. I'm like, so we can't make money right now? We can't make money. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? He's like, just go out there, present, collect leads, collect contacts so that when we get the contracts in order to sell insurance, and you have a pipeline. So I'm going through this process. In the meantime, I'm not able to pay certain bills. Certain bills I have to pay. The company that we left sued us. So I'm trying to pay an attorney. I've never been sued in my life. I don't have any income. I'm still paying rent in the office. I'm still handling all these other responsibilities, staff, things like that we have. And finally, man, we get our first carrier to allow us to sell insurance. We make a little bit of money. And at that point, it's like, hey, this is now a headquarters. You got to go open your own office. So we go open an office. I go to the owner of the office and I tell him, hey, I'm in a lawsuit. I'm behind on certain bills because we just started a company. This is what's going on, but I've still paid my rent. I've never been late on rent. I won't be late to you. Somebody gave you a chance. All I'm asking is you do the same for me. He says, I respect what you said, your transparency. I'm gonna allow you to sign this lease. So I go to my guys, I meet with them at Denny's, and I say, good news and bad news. Good news, we got an office. They're all fired up. And I'm like, bad news is I need your money to help pay for it because I can't pay the whole thing by myself, guys. And so we found this office. Just some of those guys that founded that office today are $250,000, $500,000, $700,000 earners, $1 million earners, $2 million earners. But back then we were flat broke. And that's where like vision comes in. And we're like, man, we're going to make it work. Whatever it takes, we're going to make it work. And when your back's really against the wall, you get creative. I needed staff, and I ended up finding that there was a city program that would help if you would give somebody the hours and a place to work, that they would compensate those people through a program that the community had if your income was under a certain amount. So all of a sudden I got 2-3 assistants in the office helping out through like a community grant. Why? I didn't have the money to pay for them. Why did I have to negotiate with the person leasing the office the way I did? Why did I have to figure out how to articulate myself better? Because my situation needed it to happen. Why did I have to start, really working harder? Because my situation required it to happen. And to go from being negative $600, that year we opened one office, 6 months later we opened a second office. That year was one of the most transformative years of my life. And I had no idea when I looked at my bank account and it was negative $600 and every single day accruing negative interest credit, that 1 year later that we were going to make $26,000 in a month. And I was never going to worry about money ever again. Not saying I'm rich, but meaning credit cards were paid, money was in the bank. I kept earning, kept saving, etc. But 1 year changed my life. And if you're at that place right now where your bank account's negative 600, you're in a lawsuit, you have no way of making money, you have no idea what's going to happen, it could be one of the best moments of your life if you're willing to confront those things, face it, work hard, give your very best, be diligent, and have faith that things are going to work out, because they did. And then you fast forward, now we're doing close to $50 million a year. But I have so much respect for that young guy, that 23-year-old guy that was flat broke, going to run appointments with clients till 9, 10 o'clock, then going to meet an attorney at 10 o'clock in Beverly Hills. Couldn't pay for it, didn't have the money, didn't have any idea what I was doing, but I was going to figure it out. That FIO mentality, figure it out. That's what successful people do. It was one of the most challenging years of my life. At the same time, it was one of the years that built me the most in my life. So if you're in that moment right now where this is your challenging year, understand that you're going to look back on this and say, man, that year developed my character. That year made me strong. That year built endurance. That year built confidence, because you build those things through going through them. So if this video added value to you, please subscribe and share it. We'll see you on the next video, everybody.